his prominent disciples, who had written a poem saying that he'd written a poem addressed to Krishna, and he sent it to Srila Prabhupada for approval. And in the poem, the devotee wrote something like this, that, "Oh Krishna, your devotee is calling out to you." And Srila Prabhupada wrote back and said, it's a Bengali rendition of the part of the Trinadapi Sunichena verse, that Sarvatam, being the topmost, even being on the topmost platform, great devotee thinks, I am lower than the grass. So it's a great conundrum that if we try, okay, now my New Year is coming up. It's always coming up in India because there's so many New Years. There's the Western New Year, and then the Kannada New Year, and the Hindi New Year, and the Tamil New Year. Anyway, New Year's resolution. Okay, I'm going to be humble. I'm going to be humble. And then after a few days, 2 days gone by, well, I'm really humble. I'm doing pretty good. So we're caught by being the most humble. So the natural humility comes when one is situated in understanding that I am an eternal servant of Krishna. So if we think, even in devotional service, if we think, kartaham, I'm doing it, I'm chanting so many rounds, I'm following Ekadashi, Nirjal every time, so certainly I'm entitled to go back to Godhead. Then we're reminded of the story of the Brahmana and the cobbler. Brahmana who thought, well, I'm doing all the pujas and I'm very pure, and I suppose they're arranging the reception for me in Vaikuntha, special kumbhabhishekam for me. But the cobbler, he thought, well, I'm just a cobbler, but we're indebted to so many. We're indebted to the even dogs and cats have some function to play in human society, apart from being pets. The dogs, watchdogs, cats, they help to keep the mice away who are going to, and the rats are otherwise going to eat all your stock of grains. So we're also indebted to them. We have some duty to them also, to relatives especially, to humankind in general. We have so many debts, but Krishna says that one means we're obliged to others. But Krishna says one who takes, well, actually it's stated in Bhagavatam, one who takes full shelter of Mukunda, who is the proper person to take shelter of, he's relieved from all obligations. Otherwise, we could never get out of this world, because we always have obligations to others. Even if we think, I'll go to the forest and I won't have any dealings with anyone. Kisi se kuch lena dena nahi hoga. If I go to the forest, still we're breathing there. That's Vayu Devata is providing the air. So we still have a debt to the devas. We can't be. Then how can we be free? How do we get free? The answer is by the grace of Krishna. He can free us. He can tell Vayu, okay, let this one go. You're no longer. He's not indebted to you. The demigods themselves, they will appreciate and understand. So, so one becomes free from obligations to others by surrendering to Krishna. If we're actually fully surrendered, well, now I'm a Vaishnava, so I'm free. I can do whatever I like. I'm not obliged to anyone. Krishna will protect me, so I can do what I like. Then that's the material disease. The material disease is to think, I can do whatever I like, and no one can touch me. We like to be in that. If we're not in that position, we'd like to be in that position. Which is, I suppose, one reason why these computer games are very popular, in which you can take the role of a not just world conquering, but conquering the universe, and all amazing creatures come out and you